A Muslim cleric is expected to be freed on bail in the UK after he won a court battle against his extradition. Abu Qatada is wanted in Jordan for his alleged role in bomb attacks a decade ago, but a legal tribunal in London ruled that he wouldn't get a fair trial if extradited. Qatada has never been charged with a criminal offence in the UK, but has spent much of the last 7 years in British jails.
A setback for the British government. After more than a decade of trying to expel radical Muslim cleric Abu Qatada, the Special Immigration Appeals Commission ruled against deporting the cleric to Jordan. The Jordanian kingdom convicted him in absentia of terrorism offenses for allegedly conspiring to bomb Western and Israeli targets in 1998 and 1999. Qatada's lawyers successfully argued he would not get a fair trial in Jordan because courts there could use evidence against him that had been obtained through the use of torture.
It is important to reaffirm this country's position that we abhor the use of torture, and that a case that was predicated upon evidence from witnesses who've been tortured is rejected.
Attempts to deport Abu Qatada have been blocked by the European Court of Human Rights, and yesterday British judges backed Europe. In the Commons, an angry Theresa May said the government would be appealing.
He has a long-standing association with Al-Qaeda. British courts have found that he provides a religious justification for acts of violence and terror.
The government wanted to put Abu Qatada on a plane to his native Jordan. Theresa May herself had gone there to help cut a deal. The government said it had received assurances that evidence obtained through torture wouldn't be part of the case against the radical cleric if he was to stand trial there on terrorist charges. Yesterday's judgment says there's still a real risk of such evidence being used.
Abu Qatada first came to Britain in the early 1990s. He said he was escaping religious persecution in Jordan. In Britain, he was believed to have been helping fund terrorism through Al-Qaeda and its affiliates and inspiring acts of terrorism. Some of his sermons were found in the possessions of some of the 9/11 hijackers. His sermons also found in possession of Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, the Al-Qaeda, now dead Al-Qaeda leader in Iraq. In Jordan, he was tried in absentia and found guilty and sentenced to jail. And it was earlier this year that the European Court of Human Rights said he couldn't be returned to Jordan unless he could be given a fair trial and not be subjected to torture. This has been a real tussle between the courts, between the Home Secretary and Abu Qatada's legal team, who continue to launch appeals. And it does now seem the appeal baton, if you will, has passed back to the British Home Secretary. She says she will appeal this latest ruling. Abu Qatada expected to be a free man Tuesday. Unlikely, it seems, that he is going to be long before there will be further pressure from the British government to have him deported back to Jordan to face trial.